Welcome, dear friends. It's so good to have you here. If you've been noticing a little stiffness creeping in lately, perhaps finding that simple tasks like bending down to tie your shoes or reaching up to grab something from a shelf feel a bit harder than they used to, please know that you are absolutely not alone. This feeling of reduced flexibility is something many of us experience as we move through life, a common part of the aging process. But, and this is so important to remember, it doesn't have to be something that limits your life or takes away your independence. There are gentle, effective ways to address this, and I'm here to share one with you today. For years, I've had the privilege of working closely with people, especially those navigating the journey of aging, helping them discover ways to maintain their vitality, mobility, and precious independence. I've seen firsthand the frustrations that can come when our bodies don't move with the same ease they once did, when reduced flexibility makes simple joys feel like chores. But I've also witnessed the incredible transformative power of small, consistent actions. It's truly remarkable how seemingly minor adjustments, done regularly, can lead to significant improvements in how you feel and move every single day. That's why I'm so excited to share something with you today that is incredibly simple, yet profoundly effective. It's just one daily habit. That's right, just one. It takes mere minutes out of your day, requires absolutely no special equipment. You can do it right where you are, and the potential benefits are immense. This simple habit can significantly enhance your flexibility, and you might be surprised at how quickly you start to notice a difference, helping you to regain that ease of movement and independence you cherish. Before we dive into the habit itself, let's take a moment to understand why. Maintaining flexibility is so crucial as we age. It goes far beyond just feeling less stiff, although that's certainly a wonderful benefit. Good flexibility is a cornerstone of overall well-being in our later years. It directly impacts your balance, helping to prevent falls, which can be so detrimental. It plays a vital role in maintaining good posture, which in turn affects everything from breathing to digestion. And perhaps most importantly, it allows you to enjoy everyday activities without the constant companion of pain or strain. Think about reaching for something on a high shelf, getting out of a chair, or simply walking comfortably. Flexibility is key to all of these. Now, for a little bit of gentle science, explained simply. Over time, if we don't regularly move our bodies through their full range of motion, our muscles and the connective tissue surrounding them, things like fascia and tendons, can actually shorten and lose some of their natural elasticity. Think of it like a rubber band that's been left unused for a long time. It gets a bit brittle and doesn't stretch as easily. This shortening and loss of elasticity is what leads to that feeling of stiffness and reduced range of motion we discussed. The wonderful news is that simple, consistent stretching helps to counteract this process. It encourages those tissues to lengthen and regain some of their flexibility, allowing for smoother, freer movement. So what is this simple habit? It's a short, gentle, daily stretching routine. We're not talking about intense, complicated yoga poses here. This is about mindful, easy movements designed to target the key areas that tend to get tight as we age. Areas like the hamstrings, the back of your thighs, your hips, and your shoulders. The magic of this habit lies in its consistency, not its intensity. Doing a few gentle stretches every day is far more effective than doing a long, strenuous session once in a while. It's about making flexibility a regular, comfortable part of your life. Let's look at the specific stretches that make up this foundational daily routine. I've chosen just a few that are incredibly safe, highly effective for most seniors, and easy to incorporate into your day. These are stretches that address common areas of tightness and can make a big difference in your everyday comfort and mobility. Remember, the goal is gentle movement and consistency. We'll focus on 3 to 4 key stretches that cover the major areas we just discussed. Our first stretch targets the hamstrings, those muscles at the back of your thighs that can feel tight, especially after sitting. A safe and effective way to do this is while seated. Sit on a chair with one leg extended straight out in front of you, heel on the floor, toes pointing up. Keep your back straight and gently lean forward from your hips towards your extended leg. You should feel a gentle pull along the back of your thigh. It's crucial not to round your back or strain. Another option is lying on your back, looping a towel or strap around the sole of one foot, and gently pulling the leg towards you while keeping it straight. Find the method that feels most comfortable and accessible for you. Next, let's address hip flexors. These muscles at the front of your hips can become tight from sitting, impacting your walking stride and posture. A simple hip flexor stretch can be done kneeling or standing. If kneeling is comfortable, kneel on one knee, maybe place a cushion under it, and gently shift your weight forward, keeping your torso upright. You'll feel a stretch at the front of the hip of the kneeling leg. If kneeling isn't an option, stand near a wall or chair for balance. Step 1 foot back, keeping your back leg straight or slightly bent, and gently tuck your pelvis slightly forward. Again, feel a gentle stretch, not pain. This stretch is wonderful for helping you stand taller and walk more freely. Our shoulders and chest can also get tight, especially if we spend a lot of time sitting or working with our hands in front of us, which can lead to rounded shoulders. A simple doorway stretch is fantastic for opening up the chest and improving posture. Stand in a doorway, place your forearms on the doorframe with elbows bent at 90 degrees, and gently step 1 foot forward, leaning slightly through the doorway until you feel a stretch across your chest and the front of your shoulders. Another option is gentle arm circles, both forward and backward, done slowly and mindfully. Opening up this area can make reaching overhead much easier. Finally, let's give some love to our spine. Maintaining mobility in your upper back and spine is vital for everyday twisting and bending movements. A gentle seated spinal twist is perfect for this. Sit tall on a chair, feet flat on the floor. Gently twist your torso to one side, using your hand on the opposite knee and the back of the chair for a little support if needed. Look gently over your shoulder, hold briefly, then slowly return to center and repeat on the other side. This isn't about twisting as far as you can, but about a gentle, controlled movement to encourage spinal mobility. You can also do a similar gentle twist lying on your back. Now, how long should you hold each of these gentle stretches? Aim to hold each stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds. It's not a race, and you don't need to push into pain. Just find that point where you feel a gentle stretch and hold it steadily. And throughout this entire routine, remember to breathe. Slow, deep, conscious breathing is your friend here. Breathing deeply helps to relax your muscles and allows you to ease into the stretch more effectively. Inhale gently, and as you exhale, see if you can slightly deepen the stretch, but only if it feels comfortable. Never hold your breath. The key to making this habit work for you is consistency. So, when should you do it? The best time is whenever it fits most naturally into your existing routine. Maybe it's first thing in the morning, helping you wake up your body gently. Perhaps it's in the evening, a way to unwind before bed. Or maybe you can do it during a commercial break while watching TV. The specific time isn't as important as simply doing it every day. Find a time that works for you and commit to just a few minutes. That daily repetition is where the real magic happens. What can you expect when you first start this daily habit? It's important to manage expectations gently. You might not feel like a completely new person overnight, and that's okay. Initial improvements might be subtle. Perhaps you notice just a little less stiffness when you first get out of bed, or reaching for something feels fractionally easier. But these small shifts are the beginning of significant progress. Consistency builds momentum. Trust the process, stay with it, and you will start to see and feel more noticeable changes over time. Think of it like saving money. Small deposits daily add up to a significant amount eventually. Let me share a story with you. I remember Martha, a lovely woman in her early 70s who adored gardening but was finding it increasingly difficult to bend down to weed or plant without significant discomfort. She felt her flexibility was holding her back from a passion she loved. We talked about this simple daily routine. Martha committed to doing it every morning right after her cup of tea. After about a month, she came back to me with the biggest smile. She said she could spend longer in her garden, bending and kneeling with much less pain and stiffness. It wasn't perfect, but it was a world of difference for her, allowing her to reconnect with her beloved hobby. And there was John, a gentleman in his late 60s. He had significant tightness in his shoulders and upper back, which made simple tasks like reaching into upper kitchen cabinets to put away dishes quite a strain. It was frustrating for him. He started incorporating the shoulder and upper back stretches from this routine into his day. Slowly but surely, his range of motion began to improve. He told me how he could reach for his coffee cups in the top cabinet without that sharp pull he used to feel. It was a small change in the grand scheme of things, but for John, it meant regaining a bit more independence and ease in his own home. It's absolutely vital to remember this. Stretching should never, ever be painful. You are aiming for a gentle pull, a feeling of lengthening, but not discomfort or sharp pain. Think of it as a conversation with your body, not a wrestling match. Ease into each stretch slowly. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. If you feel any pain, back off immediately. You can modify the stretch, hold it for a shorter time, or skip it for the day. Listen to your body's wisdom. It knows best. This routine is about caring for yourself, not pushing through pain. We are all unique, and our bodies have different histories and capabilities. That's why it's important to know that these stretches can be modified to suit your needs. If getting on the floor is difficult, many stretches can be done seated or standing using a chair or wall for support, as I mentioned with the hamstring and hip flexor stretches. If reaching is hard, a towel or strap can extend your reach for leg stretches. Don't feel pressured to do the stretch exactly as shown if it doesn't feel right. Adapt it, make it your own, and focus on the gentle movement within your comfortable range of motion. The goal is participation and consistency, not perfection. There's a powerful concept called the compound effect, and it applies beautifully to this daily flexibility habit. Doing a few minutes of gentle stretching every single day creates a cumulative effect. Each small session builds upon the last. This consistent daily effort leads to faster, more sustainable flexibility gains than if you were to do a much longer, more intense stretching session sporadically, say once a week. It's the difference between watering a plant a little bit each day versus flooding it occasionally. The daily nourishment leads to healthier, more resilient growth. Your body responds wonderfully to this kind of regular, gentle attention. Ultimately, why are we focusing on flexibility? Because it's a direct path to maintaining your independence and enhancing your quality of life. When your body moves more freely, tasks like dressing yourself, bathing, walking to the store, enjoying your hobbies, whether it's gardening like Martha or reaching for things like John, become easier and less taxing. Improved flexibility reduces the risk of falls, helps manage stiffness and discomfort, and simply makes living in your body more comfortable and joyful. It allows you to continue doing the things you love on your own terms for longer. Remember, this isn't about becoming a contortionist or training for the Olympics. It's about reclaiming comfort and freedom in your own body, at your own pace. It's about feeling less stiff, moving with more ease, and maintaining your ability to navigate your world comfortably and confidently. And please hear this clearly. It is never too late to start. Your body is remarkably resilient and capable of responding to positive change, no matter your age. This one simple, gentle daily habit truly has the power to make a huge, positive difference in your life. So my invitation to you, dear friends, is to try this simple daily flexibility habit for just 1 week. See how it feels. Pay attention to any small shifts you notice. And I would absolutely love to hear about your experience. Please share your thoughts and any changes you feel in the comments below. Your journey can inspire others. If you found this video helpful and want more simple, actionable tips for vibrant aging, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Join our community focused on living our best, most flexible lives. Thank you for being here.